Hello, everyone. Happy March. Welcome to this month's guidance for the month ahead. So, March, the word that is coming in to describe March, and then I'm going to go into all the different themes that came in this morning during my meditation. And the word that could best describe March is tumultuous. Yeah. So, that's the first thing that came out when I was checking in with guidance for this month. So a couple of themes for this month, and I just want to say that I love March. March is my birthday month. I'm a Pisces, and so I love March. And yet I know, at least for this year, March again it can be very like tumultuous, but the other word that's coming in is surprising. So be open for lots of surprises. Okay, so beyond the words, some of the themes that are coming in: emotional roller coaster. So many of you might experience some high highs and then some low lows. And I felt this actually already yesterday. I had a pretty low low yesterday, but then I woke up today and it wasn't quite as low. And as the day is going on, it's shifting big time. So emotional roller coaster, and that can happen within minutes, hours, days. And what do we want to do with that is the other piece that I meant to add to that. So many of us have learned to stuff the emotions that are coming up, especially the unpleasant ones. And getting to a point in time that just isn't going to work anymore. And it actually never has, but it's going to not work for you in a really big way if that has still been something that you do. And of course, we stuff in lots of different ways: food, alcohol, social media, TV, just staying really busy with whatever. So we're really being called to show up for our emotions, those parts of us that are having especially the low emotions, and really nurturing those parts of us, learning tools to feel, acknowledge, and then release those emotions. And, why is that happening right now? Why is this emotional roller coaster happening? And, in a nutshell, it's happening because we're having a lot of and this is the other theme that's coming up too, we're having a lot of fears surface, old fears. And they're being triggered by stuff that's going on the planet, whether it's very personal in a relationship or a job, or if it's more global, political, religious, the other things that are happening, the weather, other like bigger things that are happening in the world that are just not happening to you. So it's really happening to stir up and clear out more of that. So that's why we're having the low lows that we're having. There's a lot of these fears coming up in a bigger way to be released. And, finding ways, tools to do that in a way that an illness doesn't have to take you out. Because that's what a lot of people will experience if you're not slowing down and taking the time to face or nurture those emotions that are coming up to support or soothe these parts of you that are being stirred up. You're going to get COVID. You're going to get a bad flu or something even worse, right? So, maybe debilitating fatigue. So something that's going to slow you down so that you're going to be forced to show up for these low lows or these parts of you, these emotions. All right, let's see what's next. So again, I'm just going to say it again, that there's a lot of fears that are coming up, surfacing, that not that you haven't worked with them before, but they are being cleared out on a deeper level right now. There's that opportunity to do that. Now, again, we all have free will. We all have choice. So you can choose to do that, or you can stuff it, push them aside, and then something bigger is going to happen that's going to make you do that. So it's better just to, once you're aware of it, just to take some time right away to do that. And let's see what else. So you may receive guidance this month, personal guidance this month. Many of you will receive personal guidance this month that your ego is not going to like, and is going to also stir up these fears that I'm talking about. And so a lot of us say that we want guidance, and yet, myself included, sometimes when I get the guidance, I don't like it. And so then I pretend that I didn't hear it, or I ignore it, or I'm like, oh, that can't be it, because my ego doesn't like it. Usually, again, because of a fear or a limiting belief. So that's going to be happening. Watch for that this month, right? That guidance that's coming in, but a part of you doesn't like it. So it's trying to ignore it. Sneaky. And, what do we do with that part that's resistant? We give it compassion. We give it love. We soothe it with whatever it needs to hear so that you can move forward and follow your guidance. The other theme this month is a deeper acceptance and compassion for your unique journey and for other people's journeys as well. No one's broken. Everyone's capable here. Everyone has chosen to be on the planet. There are no victims. And we all have our own unique journey. So letting go of judgment of your journey and other people's journeys around you, your partners, your kids, friends, strangers. It's really a month where deep acceptance and compassion, and of course we're building that all the time, but this is like a big month for that. And of course, if you trace back to my first point, which is emotional roller coaster, we want to really have acceptance and compassion for ourselves and for others. And again, our unique journeys, our emotional roller coasters, everything that we're experiencing. And again, remembering it's, trusting and remembering it's all part of your soul's plan, right? Every experience you're having right now and have had and will have is all part of the plan. So not beating yourself up, not beating other people up. Again, acceptance, compassion for the journey and whatever you're experiencing, especially in March. This is, like I said, going to be a tumultuous month. Let's see what else. Oh, and I meant to even add in, like, even politicians, right? So acceptance, when I say acceptance and compassion for everyone's journey, I mean every single person on the planet, even those that some of us might decide are villains or noble adversaries, assholes, whatever you want to call them. Remembering that we all have not just a unique journey, but a unique role that we signed up to play to help the planet evolve, to help every single person here evolve. And so sometimes that might mean that you or somebody else looks like the villain, right? You can be someone's angel and someone's villain, all in the same day. All right, let's see what else. Focusing on what you can control. So this is a very big theme this month. Again, it's always important, but really looking at what in your life can you change? Can you control? And we know essentially that we don't have control over other people, and yet we still try to be the control queen, the control king, and that's going to really blow up in your face this month if you are still trying to do that. So really that internal focus, okay, what can I change in terms of my thoughts, my words, and what actions can I take? I know I can't change the past. I know I can't make other people do things. To a certain degree, if you're a parent, of course, you might be able to make your child do some things. But what can I do to change? There's the famous saying, be the change, and that's really being called forth this month. Right? So looking at your own thoughts, words, and actions, What can I do? Asking that question every morning when you wake up. What can I do today to be the change, to change my life in the ways that I really desire? And then what am I trying to control or change that I can't? And please, higher levels, let me let go of that today, right? It's such a waste of time and energy. Let's see what else. The last thing I wrote down is all or nothing thinking is really needing to go. So this does tie in with what can you change. A lot of us have this, I'm going to call it all or nothing thinking. It comes from what I call our perfectionist. And it says, if I can't do this 150% today, I'm not going to do anything at all. And that is so sabotaging. Right? So what small action? That's a great way to think. Like, what small action can I take today to nurture myself, to go in the direction of what I desire, right? In terms of what I can control. So a lot of us are, again, with that all or nothing thinking, it's like, if I can't take some big, bold, 150% action today, then I'm not going to do anything. And the best example I can use is let's use moving your body. So a lot of people have the belief that if I don't do it for 60 minutes, I'm not going to do it at all, right? It's not going to help me at all. Whereas if we know, even if we get outside and walk, let's say for 10 minutes, that's going to raise your vibration, right? So again, letting go of all or nothing thinking, letting go of the things you can't control and what you can do, even if it's a small, small, small action today to make yourself feel a little bit better, raise your vibration, go in that direction of what you desire. They're saying to add in one more thing. I talked earlier about fears. So they're saying that I need to mention money. And money was the key focus in February for my year-long program. So, but they're saying that in March, even though that was my theme in February, March is going to be a big one. When it comes to fears, there's a lot of money and survival. And we know money and survival go hand in hand that are coming up for people. And again, I talked about that guidance that's coming in this month and that a lot of us won't maybe like the guidance we're receiving, but a lot of you are going to be called to do things that are you're going to be getting guidance to do things that are going to stir up not just fear, but your money fears, money and survival fears. So you might be guided to, I'm just going to pull some things out, to change your career, to go in a different direction, to take, I'm being guided to do this coaching program or go on this retreat. And there's a part of you that's going to say, oh, hell no, I don't have the money for that. Right? So you really want to look at that and know that we want to spend money on things. This is one of the things I talked about in my February money program is conscious spending. Am I being guided to do something? Is this from ego or is it from soul? Right? Is this going to add to my life? Or am I just doing it because I think it's going to make me look good? It's going to make me look more worthy or, whatever, fill my self-worth cup. So that's something I was just guided to add in is looking at money stuff and specific money fears that are coming up around what you're being guided to do. All right. So that's the guidance I got to give to you for March. And as always, we're not meant to do this alone. And whether it's me or somebody else, I hope that you get the support that you need. If you would like more support from me, you can find all the ways to do that below or above this video, depending on where you're seeing it. I would love to support you in whatever way you feel guided to. So sending you guys lots of love and compassion and courage. Let's just take a minute, actually. Let's close your eyes, close my eyes. And let's breathe in that acceptance, that compassion for ourselves into every cell of your body. And as you breathe out, even facing your palms out and sending acceptance and compassion out to everyone on the planet. We are all here doing our best. We all have our own unique journeys. Hands on the heart, breathing in acceptance and compassion for yourself and your journey. Every cell of your body, filling it up, lighting it up. And as you exhale, again, compassion and acceptance to everyone on the planet. Breathing in courage for yourself to do the work you're being guided to do. This deep work is not easy, not usually easy, not always fun, but it's why we're here. The breathing in courage and support from your divine team, seen and unseen, and breathing out, sending courage and support to everyone on the planet, and specifically to everyone you are meant to connect with this month and support. Beautiful. Open your eyes. And again, wishing you a nurturing March, even though it's tumultuous. So hope to see you guys soon. Bye.